Daily Broadside Day 909. What did I do this weekend? I went out to a lot of restaurants and I watched a lot of crap on TV. I think I got like 6 or 7 shows and movies and series that I watched, and I'm going to give you a quick synopsis on them because a couple of them are new. The first one is the Jeff Buckley. It's Never Enough, I think it's called. Man, I love Jeff Buckley. I absolutely love him, and this was just a great film. Very poignant, endearing. Just sad, tragic. I said that funny. But number 1, Tim is a dick. Number 2, Jeff is an angelic master of music. And if this movie turns you on to, I don't know anything about Jeff Buckley, I've never heard of him, blah, 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 blah. All I know is I might know Hallelujah. Just do it. And if it turns you on to the music, as it should, because it's just amazing, then that's the way it was supposed to be. The second one, I watched Charlie Wilson's War. I've seen that before. It was cool. 2 things out of that. It's weird seeing Tom Hanks with naked ladies in a jacuzzi, which is like one of the first scenes. And another thing is, I think it's going to go down. I mean, he's already, a great actor in a lot of people's minds. But I think when it's all said and done, when you look at the body of work that Philip Seymour Hoffman did, I think he's going to go down as one of the greatest actors of all time, because he did so many great things and so many great roles, and he steals that movie by far. I watched Midnight in Paris, which is not what I thought it was going to be. Although I will say, I think I'd be more into rom-coms if they were about time travel, because that was kind of neat. How I would love to hang out with T.S. Eliot and Salvador Dali. It's a great, I love a movie with a good screenplay, meaning a good premise that isn't based on some kind of book or whatever. Although the more I see Owen Wilson, the more I realize that he's not a good-looking dude at all. Like, his brother's a lot better looking than him, and he keeps getting all these romantic lead movies, and I don't understand why. He's got like a hockey nose. He's just not a good-looking dude, but it's an interesting movie. What else did I see? I just finished this after. Is that girl topless? Girls, y'all gotta stop wearing tan shirts. Y'all look topless out here. I just got done about an hour ago watching that new cyber texting bullying thing on Netflix that just came out. I had it pegged as the mom in the first like 8 minutes. I was like, this girl, she's too happy. We ain't talking to her enough throughout the movie. Like, it's the mom. So sorry to spoil it for you, but it's best that I spoil it for you, because it's good that you know that she got caught and went to prison and all this, because it's a horrible waste of your time to watch that for an hour and a half. What else did I watch? I got them written down. I watched that. I watched A Beautiful Boy, which I'd been wanting to see. And the whole time I'm like, where I know this kid from? Who is this? And I looked at it as Timothée Chalamet, who I've never seen in anything until now. Although I did watch Interstellar. I think he was in Interstellar as like the young somebody. I guess he was Matthew McConaughey as a boy. I can't remember. At any rate, I didn't really know who that was, but I knew who he was, if that made any sense. That's a good movie. It's really sad. Almost as sad as the Jeff Buckley movie, but still, that was worth seeing. And I'd been hearing good things about it on the old TikTok and all. And the last thing I saw was the Katrina 3-part series. Now, there have been several things made about Katrina, and this is one of them. That's about all I can say about it, because it sucked. It sucked bad. It was so... Like, the first 2 parts, it's a 3-part thing. So it's like, I don't know, 3-4 hours long. And the first couple parts were okay. It's just kind of a review of what we already knew. We knew we didn't like Chertoff. We knew we didn't like Mike Brown. And, Bush didn't really handle it that great. Could have done some stuff differently, blah, blah, blah. But some of the things he didn't handle well, we understand why if you're not completely jaded to the point. But here's the thing, right? Then you get to the 3rd part, and it just gets weird. It gets off the rails, and it just goes in a million different directions, and it becomes this political talking point, and it's all about the ruling class and how, everything's systemically racist, and none of it makes any sense whatsoever. I get that the lower 9th Ward was built in 30s and 40s for people that didn't have a ton of money, but that doesn't make it systemically racist when you build something in a bowl and it overflows. It's just so dumb. Let me tell you, this is how dumb it was, right? Branford Marsalis, all right? I'm going to give you like a little quick run view of one of the things he said. Branford Marsalis comes on there with you have no warning. He just appears like, I'm Branford Marsalis. I was at my house in Durham, because he's such a New Orleanite that he lives in Durham now. He was like, I was at my house in Durham, and Harry called me, Harry Connick Jr., who's also from New Orleans. And I liked Harry Connick Jr. until this documentary, and now I don't like him anymore, I don't think. But Harry's like, we got to go down there and hang out with our people and all this. And by this time, they had shuttled people to Lafayette and Baton Rouge and Oklahoma City and Houston and all that. So there's a ton of people hanging out at the Houston Astrodome and all this. And so they go down there. He's like, all right, we'll do it. We'll go see our people. I'm like, okay, Durhamite. And so they fly down there, and he calls his dad, who still lives in New Orleans, the late Ellis Marcellus. And he says, hey, and his dad says, hey, I got to get my passport. Can you go by the house and get my passport or something? I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, I'll do that. So the house is underwater. It's like 8-9 feet of water, and he's wading through the water. And he's like, I spent 45 minutes going through a file cabinet, which I have a problem with, because there's no file cabinet on earth. You could fill a file cabinet with those not jujubes, but bees, those little balls that those squishy water balls, Besbees, I don't know what they're called, but those things, those colored things. You could fill one with that and tell me to find the purple one, and I could do it in 11 minutes. Like, there's nothing you couldn't hide in a file cabinet that I couldn't find in 11 minutes or less. He's like, I spent 45 minutes going through it, and I couldn't find where he was. I couldn't find his passport. I'm like, why are you looking for your dad's passport anyway? And so he's like, but then I found a soprano saxophone. And he's like, because I told Harry, when Harry suggested we go down there and play some music for the people, because that's what they want to hear when they're, homeless. And he's like, oh, I found a soprano. I don't have a horn, but here's a soprano. How serendipitous of me, and I'll find it, and we'll take it to the Astrodome. So they're up in like the crow's nest of the Astrodome, and they're playing music, and he's blowing his little soprano Kenny G flute thing, and Harry Connick's playing the piano, and all these people are down there on these day cots, like, probably looking up like, would y'all shut up and bring you millions down here to get us some like Arby's or something? Because we're having to eat like Red Cross food, and this ain't cool. And so finally he's like, man, we should go down there. And the sheriff's like, I wouldn't do that if I was you. And I don't know if that's how the sheriff sounded, but that's what I'm doing. And he's like, well, we're going down there. He's like, well, I'd take some security. We can't take security. We can't let our people know that we need protection from them. We got to be unified with the people and all this. And I'm like, take your Kenny G flute playing ass out this Astrodome. It's just, and then right after that, they talk about somebody that lost their like granddaughter. It like goes all over the place. And all I'm saying is, just go to Wikipedia and read about Katrina, and you'll know everything you need to know. That's it. Giddy.